Why is Marco Rubio visiting Jamaica? What does it mean for the Caribbean? The U.S. Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, is making a surprise visit to Jamaica, and many are asking, why now? The Caribbean isn't usually at the top of Washington's foreign policy priorities, yet Rubio has chosen to meet with Prime Minister Andrew Holness before traveling to Guyana and Suriname. What is he hoping to achieve? Is this just about strengthening ties? Or is there a hidden agenda? Many speculate that Rubio's visit has more to do with the growing crisis in Haiti, as the U.S. seeks allies to help manage the situation. Others point to Washington's ongoing concerns about China's influence in the Caribbean and whether the U.S. is trying to reassert control over the region. There's also the issue of Cuban doctors working in the Caribbean, something the U.S. has been strongly opposing. Could Rubio be here to pressure Jamaica into cutting ties with Cuba? In this video, we'll break down the real reasons behind Rubio's visit, explore what this means for Jamaica and the wider Caribbean, and discuss whether this is an opportunity or a threat to the region. Stick around as we uncover what Washington really wants from the Caribbean. On paper, Marco Rubio's visit to Jamaica is all about strengthening diplomatic ties between the U.S. and the Caribbean. According to the official statement from the U.S. State Department, the visit is meant to discuss regional cooperation, economic partnerships, and security concerns affecting both nations. This isn't unusual. Jamaica and the U.S. have had strong relations for decades, and meetings between top officials happen from time to time. But why now? Why is this visit so important? Jamaica isn't the only stop on Rubio's Caribbean tour. He's also scheduled to visit Guyana and Suriname immediately after. While each country has its own unique relationship with the U.S., what connects all three is their strategic importance in the region. Guyana has recently become one of the world's fastest growing economies due to its oil boom. Suriname is emerging as another major energy player, and Jamaica remains one of the Caribbean's most influential nations. By engaging with all three, the U.S. could be looking to reassert its influence in the region at a time when global power dynamics are shifting. This visit is significant because it is the first time in over a century that a U.S. Secretary of State's first trip abroad is to the Caribbean and Latin America. Normally, U.S. officials prioritize visits to Europe, Asia, or the Middle East, regions considered key to global security and trade. The fact that Rubio is choosing to visit the Caribbean first sends a strong message. Washington sees the region as more important than ever. But is this just about goodwill and diplomacy, or is there something deeper at play? Haiti's growing security crisis. Haiti has been spiraling deeper into chaos, with violent gangs taking control of large parts of the country. The Haitian government is struggling to maintain order, and calls for foreign intervention have been growing. The situation has reached a point where even the U.S. is under pressure to take action, but Washington is hesitant to send in troops directly. Instead, it has been looking to Caribbean nations, particularly Jamaica, to lead the charge. Jamaica has already expressed a willingness to support a Caribbean-led peacekeeping mission in Haiti. However, many are concerned that such a move could drag Jamaica into a dangerous conflict without proper resources or a clear exit strategy. If Rubio is visiting to push Jamaica into a leadership role in Haiti, it could come with promises of U.S. support, but how much backing would Jamaica actually get? Beyond the military aspect, there's also the issue of Haitian migration. With instability in Haiti worsening, thousands of Haitians have been fleeing to the Caribbean, the U.S., and even South America. If the U.S. is looking for Jamaica to take on a bigger role in handling Haitian refugees, it could place significant strain on Jamaica's economy and social services. Could this visit be an attempt to shift responsibility for Haiti onto its Caribbean neighbors? Next is China's growing influence in Jamaica. Over the past 2 decades, China has massively increased its investments in Jamaica, funding infrastructure projects such as highways, ports, and energy developments. Beijing's influence in the region has been a growing concern for Washington, and many U.S. officials, including Rubio, have warned Caribbean nations about becoming too dependent on China. For the U.S., Jamaica is a key battleground in the larger U.S.-China rivalry. If Washington sees Rubio's visit as an opportunity to pull Jamaica away from China's orbit, We could see new US proposals aimed at countering Chinese influence. This could include more trade deals, financial assistance, or even security partnerships. However, the reality is that Jamaica benefits from both US and Chinese relations. While the US remains a major trade partner, China has provided much needed infrastructure development without the same political conditions that often come with US aid. If Rubio is here to pressure Jamaica to choose sides, it could put Jamaica in a difficult position. Now, let's talk about the Cuba issue. Is Washington pressuring Jamaica? The US cracked down on Cuban medical brigades. Cuba has long been a close ally to many Caribbean nations, especially when it comes to healthcare. Cuban doctors have played a crucial role in strengthening healthcare systems across the region, including in Jamaica. However, the US has been strongly opposing these Cuban medical programs, claiming that they are a form of human trafficking and forced labor. If Rubio is bringing this issue to the table, it could mean that Washington wants Jamaica to cut back on its reliance on Cuba for medical support. But would this actually benefit Jamaica? Many countries in the region struggle with doctor shortages, and Cuban medical workers have provided affordable and effective healthcare services, where local systems fall short. By pressuring Jamaica to distance itself from Cuba, the US could be pushing Caribbean nations into a tough position. Do they side with Washington, knowing that it could come with financial incentives, or do they maintain their historical ties with Cuba and risk angering the US? So, what does Marco Rubio really want from Jamaica? Is this visit about genuine partnership, or is Washington looking to secure its interests at the region's expense? From Haiti's crisis to China's investments and Cuba's influence, this visit could have serious implications for Jamaica and the wider Caribbean. Is Jamaica in a position to negotiate better deals with the US, or will this visit come with uncomfortable demands? One thing is clear. Caribbean nations need to carefully weigh their options as global powers compete for influence in the region. What do you think? Is this visit good or bad for Jamaica? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more